Royal Enfield has been promoting motorcycle touring culture in the Indian market with its model like the Bullet and Thunderbird. But I was only fully convinced by this notion with the unveiling and arrival of Meteor 350 and Himalayan range. And now my eyebrows are raised as we have the Super Meteor 650 at our disposal. After all, it's a touring motorcycle, and I want to find out how good is this motorcycle in that particular aspect. Yes, I'm talking about touring. But how good is it as a cruiser? Well, that's exactly what we're gonna find out in this video. So let's kick things off. Design first. It does look like very typical of a cruiser. It has a stance that lowers down towards the tail. And what do you guys think of it? Let us know in the comments below. And if I talk of design highlights, well, it gets a circular headlamp over to the front, and you get upside down forks, which are first time ever seen on a Royal Enfield motorcycles. Move over backwards and you can see that the fuel tank dons a teardrop style design, and the engine, it looks beefy for sure, and this seat has a very cruiser like stance to it. Also, the panels sitting beneath the seat, they look impeccable as well. In terms of the fit and finish and the quality levels, Super Meteor 650 scores big marks. Well, I certainly like this motorcycle for the way it looks. However, a few things do look a bit over-designed. For example, the switch gears could have been rather simpler, although they look really neat, but I still prefer function over form in this aspect. And so is the case with the handlebar grips. This cruiser stance is also accompanied by the 19-inch front wheel and a 16-inch rim at the rear. But now coming to the powerhouse, it's the 650cc twin-cylinder motor that uses a 270-degree crank angle, making it sound melodious. Well, it is borrowed from the Interceptor and the Continental GT650 twins, and it continues to put out 47 bhp against 52 Nm of max torque with a 6-speed gearbox. All of that power is sent to rear wheels, and I would say that the power delivery is very neat. It isn't as brisk as the Interceptor or the Continental for that matter, because the motorcycle is tuned more for highways than anything else. However, there's a lot of low-end grunt and mid-range torque so that you can ponder around in cities at speeds of say 40 kmph in the 6th gear itself. Yes, I really think that this motorcycle's gearing is tuned in the sweetest way possible. Now coming down to the brakes for the matter, there's a 320mm front rotor and there's a 300mm rotor on the rear wheel. You come to a full stop without much of a hassle. As we talk of suspension, you get big piston separate function forks from Showa. Yes, it's the 43mm upside down front fork, and you get twin suspension at the rear. The suspension setting is on the stiffer side, but that is manageable on expressways when you're cruising on this motorcycle. There are multiple options available for the Super Meteor 650 to customize the motorcycle as per your needs in terms of the seat and handlebar as well, which apparently will make the motorcycle a lot more tourer friendly. And when you are on the highway, the motorcycle feels stress-free. There are not much vibrations to talk of, and you can do triple-digit speeds all day long. In summation, at Rs 3.5 lakh rupees ex-showroom, a starting price for this motorcycle, I have become a fan of the way Super Meteor 350 looks, and it does look like a very potent offering to me in the segment it sits in. And thankfully, Royal Enfield has not cut corners when it comes to quality levels. If I had to nitpick, I still say that the ergonomics could have been slightly better considering an average Indian height of say 5 feet 6 inches or 5 feet 7 inches tall. The handlebar could have been slightly more closer and these grips could have done with a flatter profile. But what is it that would make me buy the Super Meteor 650? Well, I think this is certainly the motor. The 270-degree crank order makes it sound melodious. It indeed is comfortable, although the suspension is slightly stiff. And the best part is that Royal Enfield is offering a slew of customization options to make sure that your Super Meteor 650 fits like a glove to you. Now, I'm your host Mohit Bhardwaj. We'll take a leave. Take care.